Your cloud faces constant cyber attacks, but adversaries are no match for CrowdStrike. We pioneered cybersecurity for the cloud era. With advanced AI and threat intelligence, CrowdStrike monitors billions of endpoints and cloud workloads, stopping breaches so you can focus on what's important, keeping your business moving forward. Don't trust just anyone. Trust the leader of the cloud security revolution. CrowdStrike. We stop breaches. Learn more at crowdstrike.com.
I thought you said white now.
Why would I ever need to say that to you?
And now, Cheez Whiz.
Hello.
There you are.
Now, where's Wally?
I don't know. Was he here?
I don't know.
Well, you called.
Said he's going to wait by his computer.
Well, there he is.
There he is.
Bonjour.
Hello. Why can't we see you?
I know hear sound.
You don't hear us, and we can't see you. It's going to be
Here
this.
we go.
It's going to be like this again.
I see ye mouth. Oh, wait. There we go. Try that.
Hello.
Yeah.
But no, we still can't see you.
Oh, you can't?
Nope.
Okay.
There you are.
Happy now seeing this sexy boy. You know what the problem here is? Let me get the recording going. I should not be having coffee at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Probably not.
No, it is not a good idea for this youngster to drink coffee. I was actually just now looking at something on not on the facial page, but on a news page. Let me see what this is. McDonald's $25 deal goes viral. $24.39 for 40-piece nuggets and 2 large fries. That's their new meal deal.
Is that good? I haven't bought food at McDonald's in forever.
It seems high for me because I think you can buy a bag of like 100 nuggets for $10. Linked directly to California's minimum wage hike. Oh, it looks like it's McDonald's trying to shove it up his ass or something.
So you say it's bad news, not good news.
Well, I don't know. I don't eat this, so I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me.
Hello, Christopher.
Whoa!
We see your face.
It's only because I'm sitting still, but I'm going to be driving, so.
Oh.
Wow.
So it'll be turning off as soon as I'm driving.
Your phone does that automatically?
Do what?
Does your phone do that automatically?
It does. It does. It goes into car mode.
You fancy.
Really?
So, can I just tell you something since we're all on camera together real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jess sent that text, right?
Yes.
The text that I needed to push by 15 minutes.
I needed some time, yeah. And I looked down, I answered the text and promptly plowed into the back of somebody on Route 26.
No, you didn't.
So thanks for that.
No, you did not.
Had to send yes, I did. Had to send the guy my insurance info and stuff, and that's why I'm sitting here now instead of already driving. So
that sucks.
How about that?
Well, you shouldn't text and drive.
Yep.
He wasn't
Probably
texting.
not.
He was reading.
Yes. Yes, it's like the sovereign citizens. I wasn't driving, I was traveling.
Have you tried being in one place for the show like we do?
I would, but I've got to be at the doctor at 5:00.
Oh, you and your doctors.
Guy.
Yes. Yeah, so
guy.
back that direction now. So I'm going to put it in reverse here, and you know what's going to happen then, right?
You're going to hit somebody.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate you guys pushing the time back by a few minutes. I was trying to deal with a situation for my parents who are 4 months behind on their mortgage. And I have been trying for 1 month to get the mortgage company to talk to me just so I could get them paid. And they wouldn't do it. And I finally got them to acknowledge the power of attorney paperwork today. And then I set up a bill pay. I finally got access to their bank account and I set up a bill pay and then realized when I sent one payment for 4 months worth of mortgage that the name of the company that it was being sent to auto changed to something I didn't recognize. And so I had to call them back and be like, is this still you? Or did I just send $8,000 to the wrong company?
Oh,
but I had it correct.
Good.
Yeah.
Such cocks.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad the people from the Microsoft got your money.
The people from the Microsoft are very happy now.
That's good.
Mm.
Hello, I'm from the Microsoft.
Well, they're gonna fucking.
What was that?
What did he do?
That's a big tractor trailer going by.
Oh,
Must have a bunch of apple crates or something getting ready for the season coming up.
so get this.
Moving-
You know, I just went to Texas to
Yeah, I'm sorry.
get their house ready for everything.
Yeah.
And we had backed their car out of the driveway. So we had room to put all of the shit until it could be hauled off for donations and trash and whatever. And I had scheduled Carvana to come pick up the car. They were coming by last night to get it. And the realtor had scheduled pictures to be taken of the house today, so the house could be listed tomorrow. And Monday night there was a giant hailstorm, and the car now is covered in dents and has a broken taillight. And the house has 2 broken windows and roof damage.
Oh my God.
You didn't have bad luck. You'd have none this week.
Yeah,
Fucking nuts.
basically.
Now,
like, can it ever fucking end?
So what was the Carvana response to this?
Oh, they said they now have to reject the car because it doesn't match the excellent condition I said it was in.
Wow.
Oh my word. Chris, are you seeing Jess's mouth move long after her phrase comes over?
Yeah, it looks like Japanese anime.
Wally, that literally happens with you every single week. Every week.
Does it?
Yeah.
So it's not us, it's the system.
It's somebody's interwebs.
Because I'm looking
Sure
at
as fuck
me.
ain't mine. I can't see you.
Yeah, I'm looking at me and my mouth is moving as I talk. Probably your mouth moves as you talk too, right, Jess? Or speak.
Yeah, but yours is off.
Yeah, yours too. It's so, but now it was just on. I would just then your whole sentence was done before your mouth started moving. It was pretty funny. Oh, it was pretty goddamn fun. Hey, Chris, congrats on the big company boost over there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it does, whether I'll be unemployed or not. We'll find.
You're cutting out.
I think they ought to put your name as
I'm
the
cutting
contact.
Yep.
Well, Shane is the guy that writes the press releases and all that sort of stuff. So that's his baby.
Oh, so it's just about press. He doesn't put any salespeople in there.
No.
Hey,
no,
here's the fuckers who sell the product. Call them if you want to know about any of the PR spin shit. Call me.
Yeah, Shane's a good technical guy, and he can answer all the. As long as my commission isn't affected, I don't give a rusty fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I say, man, put the bread in your jar, baby. Get it going. God damn, it is raining here again, you guys. We fucking just cannot get away from this fucking rain.
It's raining here too.
It's supposed to do that tomorrow here. I mean, it's sunny and 76 here.
It's gotten fucking ridiculous. Oh, did anybody see the I want to talk about the eclipse here in a little bit, but did anybody see the post on the small radio network Facebook page? The guy who was showing a video of cars coming to the station parking lot to get their free eclipse glasses. And he did a little voiceover about how radio is still so viable because 100 people over 3 hours showed up to get these $1.99 solar eclipse glasses. And that was his proof. If you fucking put dog shit in a coffee cup
and you say it's free,
and said free,
mm-hmm.
people would show up.
Yep. Literally the thing that people ask you if they see your radio station out anywhere. What you got free?
What you got free? And how many times you all have been party to this or have all experienced this? You're the ninth caller. Great. What did I win? They don't even fucking know what they're calling for.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yep.
It's just the word free. And then they get all their little fucking milquetoast dumbasses to show up or call or fucking do whatever it is they do.
Listen, at this point, I almost understand. So when I rented a car when I was in Texas.
Ooh, how much was that a day? 60?
30. It wasn't bad at all.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a small SUV. It wasn't bad
Did
at
you
all.
get a clown car?
No, it was a Buick Encore.
Wow.
So it wasn't bad.
No.
But they asked me when I was picking it up, they asked something about tolls, and I went, tolls? And she said, I said, she said, where are you going? I said, I'm going up to Gainesville. She says, oh, no, you won't need it. So the first thing the navigation does when I'm navigating my way up is to put me on the expressway, which turns out to be tolls. And I was like, that's fine. I'll pay cash. It's whatever.
Right.
There's no place to pay.
No.
They're all automated now. And so they just read your license plate somewhere along the way. And today I got the bill for that for the whole, trip up and back. It was $26 in tolls. And when you looked at the breakout, $6 of that was actually tolls.
Oh, the $20
I'm
was
sure.
a fucking surcharge.
$20 was a convenience fee.
How convenient was it, Jess?
It was not that convenient.
What a bunch of fuckers.
It wasn't $20 in convenience, I'll tell you that. I would have sat in traffic if I'd known it was going to be $20.
Fucking raping bastards.
Yeah.
They
Thanks,
really
Thrifty.
do. Fucking from the
Thanks,
airline.
not so Thrifty.
No, not Thrifty at all. Well, only Thrifty because they get to charge Jess a $20 convenience. So basically, instead of charging the convenience fee up front, they charge after.
Yep.
What a bunch of bullshit.
So if I could get some shit for free, that would be great.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah.
Just tap your finger on your microphone a couple times. Yeah, your sound's not coming through your microphone. It's coming through your laptop.
That's what it is.
No.
Yeah, you sound very far off in the distance.
God damn
Your
it.
microphone's not doing a thing.
Hang on. Let me see
Yep,
what's happening with
that's
the
what it
sound over.
Look at Jess has her.
All right. How
her
about
thinking
now?
cap on.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
No, same thing.
I don't know.
Tap the
Smack
microphone.
Mic.
How about now?
Tap that mic.
How about
tap that microphone?
Tap that mic. No.
Well, it showed up in the recording.
It sounds like it's coming through your.
It's not though.
My
Hold on. Device settings, microphone.
weird.
It's going through the goddamn webcam.
from a
Hold the
different phone.
fuck up. How about now?
Oh, there you go.
It was going through the
That's
fucking
better.
webcam for some reason.
There she is.
Hello.
There she is. Hi, Jess.
I hate everything right now.
Just as long as you don't hate me. I saw how you beat that mic head.
I hate everything.
God damn.
Like, why can something just go smoothly the first time I try? That'd be great.
Hey, usually it's me who's having those difficulties.
Hey,
I'm usually the one with those problems.
Why did Chris just cut out?
Because it's Wednesday.
what about Wednesday? I mean,
Wednesday. Just wondered why you cut out.
oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
it's
you
a day
said
that ends in Y.
You said, "Hey," and then nothing.
So back to that fucking guy.
Yeah, I just crossed the bridge where there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Back to that fucking guy, and this is proof that radio works. What world does this guy? What world do people live in when they think? Is he a novice?
Maybe he's just hoping against
cocaine.
hope that his career choice for his life has not been a complete waste of time.
I mean, and then he lists off. He lists off like 5 radio stations that are in their cluster. Well, I'm telling you what, brother. If you are announcing this on 5 fucking radio stations and you got 100 people in 3 hours, you ain't doing very well.
Mm.
That's an average of 20 people per station over the course of 3 hours. Not fucking stellar. Not stellar at all.
Yeah.
Power radio, baby.
If you gave away, remember Pizza Hut when they had those personal pan pizzas? What was that thing, like a 5.5-inch circle of dough with a little bit of cheese on it?
Do they not still have those?
Yes.
I don't know if they do or not, because I think almost all the Pizza Huts here are closed down. I think there's one left nearby. But if you were giving away a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut, which back in the day when we were giving it was, I think, $2.99 or something, you could have filled a fucking auditorium with people wanting those.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just anything for free. People fucking flock to you, and 100 people is not a fucking big turnout, man. It just isn't.
No, but
I'm sorry.
But I mean, that's probably half their listening audience at this point. So
21st day. It's just, I understand the need to sort of celebrate those small successes.
yeah,
because
sure.
I've celebrated small successes in radio too. And you're pleading.
Number one for giving away free stuff.
When you're standing outside the car dealership and you're fucking just praying that one dumb fuck will show up who heard you on one of your breaks to save the whole thing. You're like, oh God damn it, please. I will give away the t-shirt, the CD, and the movie tickets to the first person that comes by. Please come by. Because they're just fucking eyeballing you the whole time. I used to like doing remotes in the 80s and the 90s and even the beginning of the 2000s. Radio remotes were still a good way to go.
Yeah.
Because they worked. And then when the 2010s came, you're like, oh Christ. We all knew they didn't work.
Kill me before making me ever do a car delership remote again.
Oh,
those are great.
They're the worst.
Hey, and my favorite was always a 3-hour remote at the fucking tire place with Don Brake. Okay. Jesus fucking, and I'm promoting Don Brake like he's the fucking superstar of Frederick. Hey, join Don Brake. He's gonna be at JR's Tire and Auto Center on West Patrick Street, and he's got WFRE stickers. See you soon. What the fuck was I doing, Jess?
This is my other pooch.
The best you could, Chris. The best you could.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Wally, remember the Fusillo Automall remotes?
Oh, they all sucked.
What?
I said they all sucked.
But the Fusillo Automall remotes was every radio station in 100-mile radius at the same time.
And that was a huge car dealership.
Yeah.
You couldn't fail.
Yeah.
You could not fail.
They couldn't keep track of what station was bringing in the people anyway. No. They had every station there at once.
It was sort of like doing a home show because whoever came would go to every radio station booth. So everybody took credit for every person that walked by to get the fucking whatever it was, a hat, a sticker, whatever it was.
Yep.
Every magnet, everybody took credit. It was like the home show when you see those fucking people. I hated doing home shows too. I hated doing home shows because it was the fucking dregs.
Mm.
It was
those were fucking terrible.
90%.
You're still yelling the same thing. You're telling people still, hey, come by our booth. We're located in the West Hall, number 3383. You can pick up your WFRE depilatory kit. Jesus
I wish I had thought of depilatory kits.
I wish you had too.
It wasn't there, Jess. It was. I think it was when we were in Cortland. We gave away earthquake kits.
We did?
That we got from a business in was like, I think it was in Needles, California. Yeah, it was like it had like 4 pouches of water that you would stay good for 10 years. It had like a flashlight. You squeeze the handle and it would stay.
Did it have MREs?
Huh?
Did it have MREs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember the kits, but I remember vaguely that we tried MREs.
Oh, yes, we did.
And they were terrible.
They were horrible.
God. Jess eating 10-year-old tuna fish at a remote. That's great.
I can't remember why we gave those away.
It wasn't at a remote. We were trying them in the station.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We tried them at the station. I don't remember why we gave them away or what prompted me. Back in the day, Chris, I would call fucking anybody and work out a deal to give away any kind of shit there was. It was fun. And people were up for it. You just sent them a letter on station letterhead and, hey, yeah, they'd send you a fucking case of those survival kits in case there's a fucking earthquake. I think, I don't remember what it was. I think we had a wind shear that came through and like knocked the roof off of Rubbermaid in Cortland and did a couple of things. So people were all scared like people get whenever, one thing happens, like, oh God, it's going to happen again. Run for the hills. Oh God damn. Yeah. We were eating those MREs. They were fucking so gross.
They were awful.
Yes.
I was thinking about those a couple of months ago and I was like, when the hell would I have ever tried MREs? I know I have, but I don't know when. We
had them down in Fayetteville in the bomb shelter, except it was the only thing that they had was canned water and canned, quote, biscuits, which wound up being crackers.
Why were they in a can?
You had the Great Britain version.
Basically, yeah. Basically. And why were they in the can? That's like a Clark Griswold thing. Yeah, like a Coke. Would you like it in a can? No, I'll have it right here.
Oh God damn it. Yeah, we had given away some stuff, but really seriously, people just anything. And 9 times out of 10 they didn't know. Oh, what I was saying about those home shows were 90% of the people that would come to a home show, they just wanted to walk around and get free pens, free pencils, the spiral mints and whatever else, because none of them owned a home. And half of that 90% had no chance of ever buying a home. They just walk in. They were sort of like the people who walk around Sam's Club and BJ's having lunch.
Yeah.
They stop in.
What you got free, people? It's
sample day. Let's go in. What are we having for lunch today? I don't know. Wait till we get to BJ's. Here's a little cup of rice. Here's some apple cider. Here's a fiber 1/2 a bar. Fantastic. Okay, kids, that's lunch. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, I see it all.
Half of a fiber 1 bar?
No, probably a third of a fiber.
A tiny little bite of a fiber 1 bar.
Yeah. Well, remember the employment, the staffing has changed a lot.
Yeah.
And they're paid by how many of those they give away or how many of those, back in the day, you probably had to cut 1 fiber 1 bar into 10 pieces. Mm-hmm. Now it's 3 pieces and gone because I want to get rid of this case and get my $40 and get the hell out of here.
Now, question for you. Now, Wally, I need to ask this since you're old. Listen, my doctor wants me to go on a higher fiber diet. Should I just eat a fiber 1 bar every day or what?
When I was having to take fiber, I would just take psyllium and mix it, whatever the, what is that shit that
Metamucil?
Yeah, Metamucil. But I bought just psyllium straight ahead. But Metamucil makes a cookie.
I bet that's as good as an MRE.
No, I hear they're pretty darn good.
Really? I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I hear Metamucil probably at the pharmacy, but I hear Metamucil makes a fiber cookie that's pretty darn good. It's got a couple 3 grams of fiber. You got to be careful you don't over fiber it. But yeah, I used to just have a glass of, and I had to do that because I was taking iron, intravenous iron, because I had a blood problem. So the iron can make you constipated. So then you have to. The funny thing about medicine, right? One thing fucks you up, and you got to take another thing to loosen you up.
Fiber makes you shit.
Yeah, fiber helps you shit.
Fuck that. I don't need that. Jesus Christ. I need a cork in my asshole, not a fiber 1 bar.
Yeah, fiber helps you shit.
Well, why did your doctor suggest a high fiber diet?
How the fuck do I know? I mean, my God, I don't know. She was sitting there with me as I was rocking back and forth in my chair. And she said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm going to explode. I have to go." And I ran out. So she knows that I shit on command, basically.
See, the problem is, and I know I've mentioned this before, most doctors don't actually study nutrition and are not really qualified to give you nutrition advice unless they have studied, as a dietitian.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Did you send out a TikTok text?
Yes, I sent one to you because I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. I didn't open it yet because I was unsure. So
I sent it. Now I got to look at what it was. Shit.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to send you both some. I don't know if Jess will. Yeah, right here.
Hey, you need to go ahead and open that up. I want to. Actually, I'm going to open it up here and make sure that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was a record.
Oh.
It was a song.
Oh, all right. I'm going to check it out then. Not right this second, but
yeah, it was what was this called? I have a nipple hair that never stops growing. So yeah, it's a song. I think you should pull it up.
All right. I have just sent you both a text. I cannot share this picture on our site at all because it has personal information of the people whose name will be displayed. But yeah. Chris, you should be able to see the funny in this immediately, I think. If you look at who these are labeled to.
That's so their name?
That is not anybody's name.
Is My Cock.
And the other one, somebody's name.
The other one is Chambers, which is hysterical because Marilyn Chambers is one of the most revered early porn stars ever. So to have My Cock next to Marilyn Chambers is pretty goddamn funny.
So you got a trimmer and blower for My Cock.
Yeah, right? How good is that?
Hey, My Cock needs a good trim. So
and maybe a blow.
It's just at 100 per fucking cent.
When are you going to see that? Fucking sitting right next to each other. Either somebody had a great sense of humor at the Home Depot I was in yesterday, or it was just fucking a magnificent.
Or whoever ordered that had a great sense of humor. They had a choice between putting your mom or My Cock, and they put My Cock.
Well, they're totally different addresses where these are going to.
Mm-hmm.
So just the fact that My Cock is next to Chambers is too goddamn funny because Marilyn Chambers was in a I guess a groundbreaking, unbelievable porn back in the 70s called Behind the Green Door, which was
she was
right. It came out shortly after Deep Throat. And just saying, because that stuff was sort of not porn then. It was just rated X stuff, and then the whole industry came up. But those initial movies were sort of just dirty movies, and I just found that hysterical when I saw that yesterday. And
that's pretty funny.
When I took a picture of it, the person at the customer service kind of said, "You're not supposed to take pictures of other people's stuff." I said, "Are you looking at what I'm looking at?" They weren't old enough to know.
They weren't old enough to know My Cock?
Mike, it didn't even, it seemed like it didn't even register with them the funny of My Cock.
Kids these days.
That's the French lady. This is my cock man.
Yeah, me sock. Me sock. Sure, I know that. Me sock. Yeah, I found it fucking hysterical.
Kids these days.
I know. The other thing I was listening to, I heard a conversation going on. This was something I heard on Sirius. Somebody talking about eating their placenta. Somebody was going on maternity leave and getting ready to have their baby. Has anybody ever heard of this?
I've heard of it.
Is this fucking bizarre? What's up with it? They were talking about, they had people in there saying that they took their placenta, cut it up and put it into a bolognese sauce.
I've heard of it. I think there's supposedly some health benefit to it, but obviously I've never had any reason to look into that, so I couldn't tell you what the health benefit is.
My gag reflex is hitting right now at a fucking traffic light, let alone if I had a placenta in front of me inside of a fucking, I'm thinking that somebody's tried to mix this like with ambrosia or something.
Well,
And
no, that's not that's not shredded coconut. That's placenta. They talked about freeze drying it and make I don't know, like making it into like
freeze
those
drying it. What,
fruit
fucking
leathers or something, like one of those. What are those fruit things called you get for the kids? Fruit strips or
so
fruit
they're
roll
talking
up.
about freeze drying it, and it's not Ted Williams' head. I mean, Jesus Christ,
it's craziness. And they're talking about
what the living fuck.
Well, apparently, it makes you live longer. I don't know. Look at cats eat their placentas and animals eat their placentas. Yeah, well, you're fucking not a cat.
Cats also lick each other's assholes for fun.
You could be a cat. My other stupid thought. I had this thought last week, and I wanted to share it with you. If they made a biography of Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner played Bruce Jenner, would both of them be canceled?
I'm not worried about the canceling so much. I'm worried about the SAG-AFTRA fee.
Yeah,
at that point,
right? We'd have to double up the pay.
Yeah,
you'd have to double. And what made me think of that is I saw oh Christ, I saw The Rock in a movie, Skyscraper, where he plays the part of a guy who has one leg.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that? And he
No.
he puts on an artificial leg, and it made me think about that whole hullabaloo when people were concerned about, a Mexican person playing the part of an Italian person, or somebody from Brazil being portrayed by somebody from somewhere else. That seems to have faded away. But it made me think, I wonder if The Rock get any hassle for that, or if people would just be afraid he'd beat their ass. Because he had a whole thing. They showed us without a leg, and he's put on an artificial leg. And I'm like, damn, I wonder if he got crap for that. You got to have somebody who doesn't have one leg play that part. I don't see anybody else hanging out of a building like The Rock.
No.
It's a pretty good movie.
I look, you bring up things like that. I mean, okay. So Garth Brooks and Chris Gaines, who got the money?
Well, that never happened. So there was no money.
That never happened.
That was for a movie that never happened.
Well,
no, but there was a CD.
Yeah.
My wife has that. There was a CD. Yeah, there was an album.
I don't think anybody ever paid money for it, though.
my wife bought it.
Well, that is true. I did get it out of the cutout bin at Sam Goody. So
yeah.
Speaking of Garth Brooks, did anybody hear his cover of Elton John?
No.
Sorry seems to be the hardest. Oh, God damn, it's good. It's fucking good. There was not a Kennedy. There was it wasn't a Kennedy Award, but it was one of the other. It was a Writers Award, and Elton John and Bernie Taupin won the award. So they have, like they do at the Kennedy Honors, it's the what the fuck is the guy's name? Great writer of songs, old timey guy, like from Gershwin. It might be the Gershwin Awards, or who's another guy equivalent to Gershwin at the same time.
I don't know, but there are Gershwin Awards, so let's just say it's that.
Yeah. So but his singing of that Elton John song is fucking phenomenal.
That's one of my favorite Elton John songs.
It is. When we're done, you should listen to it. It's so fucking good.
I will do that after I try calling all of the people my parents owe money to.
Oh. Well, listen. Don't call them.
I have to. Did you guys hear about Morgan Wallen?
No. What happened?
You mean the chair?
Yep.
What's this?
Eric Church just opened a bar downtown in Nashville, and it was the grand opening this past weekend. And Morgan Wallen was there on Sunday night. He was not at the CMT Music Awards with everybody else in the music business. He was at Eric Church's bar, and he went up to the 6th floor rooftop bar. And for whatever reason, a 30-year-old grown-ass man would do something like this. threw a chair off the roof of the bar.
And
it hit the ground next to two cops. And
Yeah.
they went inside and the staff pointed at Morgan and said, he's the one who did it. And then they reviewed the security footage and saw him doing it and laughing afterwards. And so he was arrested and he was charged with 3 felonies, 2 for almost hitting, 1 for each cop he almost hit, and 1 for a general endangering the public.
got the asshole ticket.
Reckless endangerment. So those are felonies. And so he goes back to court on May 3rd and may actually get some prison time.
Did Morgan, is he the guy who did the N-word?
Yep. He's also the guy who was uninvited to be on Saturday Night Live the first time he was supposed to be on it during the pandemic, because part of their rules when they were allowed to bring people back on again was that you had to seclude yourself for a week before being on the show. And he got to New York City and immediately started going out to bars and hugging people and making out with women he didn't know and wasn't wearing a mask. And there were all these pictures on the internet, so they uninvited him.
What do you think? How long is it going to take his people and his publicist to say Morgan's going into rehab?
He went into rehab after the N-word incident.
He's going to have to go into rehab again and then take another sensitivity course.
He needs, I mean, I happen to know really well some of the people at his record label. And I know that this is not behavior that they're endorsing. And I know that they have probably had conversations with him about this, although I've never asked them directly. But he needs some people around him to tell him the truth.
You know what? Everybody needs that fucking person that just tells you, no, you're fucking an idiot.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? No matter if you're fucking Joe Sixpack or Morgan Wallen or whoever you are, we all need a friend like that.
Yeah.
And more than one of them that are on. People are so afraid of being honest with friends and family and other people.
What gets me, aside from the fact that a 30-year-old man in any situation would think, you know what would be a fun idea is to throw this heavy ass metal chair off the roof of a 6-story building, is that he and Eric Church are friends. They are business partners. They just bought the Field and Stream brand together and are putting on a music festival, and they're working together. He went into the grand opening of his friend's bar.
Right.
And decided to destroy his property.
Were he drunk? I'm
sure he was.
Fucking,
But I don't even think that that's an excuse. When you're 30 years old, and I've told stories about the stupid shit I've done when I was drunk that embarrassed myself. Yeah. Not to that extent. I didn't destroy property, but or put anybody's lives in danger. But
maybe I wonder if being a 30-year-old multimillionaire and getting all kinds of accolades is not the right thing for people.
I mean, I can't imagine what that level of fame feels like.
No.
Yeah. Yes, you can. You had it in Frederick.
Not that level.
You can talk to us about it.
Not that level.
But then you think about, okay, look at Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm. Well, she had people around her to keep her on the
right. She doesn't fucking go around doing stupid shit like that.
No.
I mean, why? Because probably her fucking mother or her father would say, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Because she's got family and people who care about her. And people say, "Listen, if this is going to happen, you got to fucking get on the straight and narrow road.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're going to fuck it all up for us."
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Apparently, I read something today that he had said this in an interview like a year or two ago, that he grew up in a really strict upbringing and wasn't allowed to do anything. And he was in a small town where everybody knows your business, and people who were not his parents would chastise him if he did anything they perceived wrong. And I was like, oh, boo-hoo, poor you. Yeah, so sorry you had strict. But it seems like what happened was he broke out of that at the earliest possible time and then decided to make all of those bad decisions he wasn't able to make.
And
back
now where
home.
is he? He's right back to where he was.
Yeah.
People telling him, hey, you can't be doing that shit. It's fucking wrong. And everybody knows his business.
Yeah.
He's in the same place he was when he was fucking 15.
Yep.
And it's his own doing.
Yep.
I mean, you got to surround yourself with people that don't fucking kiss your ass. You just do.
Yeah.
No matter what fucking walk of life you are in and what space you're in. It's great to have some people who kiss your ass and say, oh, no, you look great.
What I love, though, that's happening is that the internet is roasting him in the most hilarious ways, and including his friends and people in the music business. Like, one of his artist friends, like really immediately after it happened, posted something on Instagram quoting the George Strait song, The Chair. Like something like, awesome. Alexa, play The Chair, something like that. Ronnie Dunn posted a video where he's sitting on his, like on a deck, and there's a balcony up above him, and he's reading something about the ways that the eclipse can change your life and you know, make exciting things happen. And as soon as he finishes reading it, he looks up, and behind him, somebody throws a chair off the balcony.
Yeah, see,
clever
funny stuff. But so now what can't happen is his stable of pals can't go, well, he's really a good guy and it's the drink. No.
You know what?
We're a fuck up.
The fans have come out, like you see some of the news stories that are posted about it, and you read the comments, and they're the same people who were defending him over the N-word are like, oh, you've never made a mistake. Nobody got hurt. The only reason anybody's mad about it is because it's Morgan Wallen. If it was anybody else, nobody would be saying anything.
No. You know what? Had it been anybody other than Morgan Wallen, they would have got their ass beat by those cops, then dragged in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the truth. He fucking got light treatment, because had they fucking found him inside, they would have beat the shit out of him outside a camera.
Yeah.
And then dragged him in and go, oh, he resisted. He fought us. He was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
He raised his hand. I had to hit him.
Yeah.
And then tase him and then spray him. People are fucking nuts when it comes to that shit. Stop making people icons.
I mean, even if you want to make him an icon, the people seem to think that he can't do anything wrong. Like, I feel like if he murdered somebody in front of a whole bunch of witnesses, these same people would be coming out of the woodwork going, oh, if it was anybody else besides Morgan Wallen, nobody would have had a problem with it.
He had a tough childhood.
Like, I can be a fan of somebody and still acknowledge that they have done something wrong.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But not fucking denigrate or write them off. And say, fuck, dude's got to get his shit together.
As a matter of fact, I'm a huge fan of Eric Church. And when he canceled a concert last year so that he could go to a Final Four basketball game, I sure did criticize that.
I got to tell you, I might have to take his part.
I'm still a fan, but I sure did criticize that.
Unless it was if it was the college that he graduated from.
It was.
Oh, well, then I'm on his side.
I'm not, because his fans bought hotel rooms and traveled and spent thousands of dollars.
You're right. But
and he canceled it at the last minute because that's when he found out his team was going to the Final Four.
Well, of course, the day before, the sneaky secret side of me says, oh man, that'll be a once in a lifetime opportunity to see your alma mater in the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side, you're right. Fucking people pay a ton of money, travel, hotels, restaurants,
and
tickets,
they couldn't get that money back.
Swag. Oh no, not ever, not ever. Although, you know what? During the pandemic, I had tickets to go see the Minutemen, the pro soccer team in Boston. It's the Minutemen, and at the last minute, they canceled the game. And I got all my money back and my hotel money back from them and from StubHub, because I bought my tickets through StubHub. And the
hotel gave you your money back?
No, there was a lawsuit against StubHub.
Yeah.
For StubHub did something wrong, so I got all my money back, and then some, and then an
That's
extra
nice. That's
like
rare.
$100. Yeah. Well, I guess they lost they lost some sort of class action suit.
Yeah.
A small one. It was probably fucking 400 people, but they had to end up paying everybody. Those ticket outlets like StubHub, or I guess StubHub is a major one.
Yeah.
So it's not just here, but it originated in, I think, Massachusetts. Those fucking people have a lock on tickets.
Yep.
They have a lock on. I mean, I know there's Ticketmaster, but the StubHub guys, because everybody sells to them.
Mm-hmm.
If I got my ticket, here, sell it to them, and they're just raping people. You cannot go to a ball game. I mean, if you don't buy the tickets from the sports team you want to go, or the venue where you want to go see a show, you are fucked with all the charges. Just like you're charged for your car, that $20 ridiculous convenience charge. They have so many fucking charges for shit.
Yeah, Ticketmaster's been taking some heat about that for the last few years, especially.
Well, they should be taking heat for it, because they'll take $100 ticket, or let's say a $70 ticket, and all of a sudden it's $420.
Yeah.
Because there's so many fees. Like, Jess, you order your groceries on occasion through whatever grocery service.
Mm-hmm.
Do you order directly from the store, or do you order through a gig?
It depends.
Like an Instacart or something.
It depends. Sometimes when I order from Kroger, like if I want it the same day, I have to get it through Instacart. But if I can wait until tomorrow, then Kroger will deliver it. And if I'm ordering from Publix, I always do Instacart.
So what kind of surcharges do they charge?
I think it's like, well, for Kroger, interestingly, for Kroger delivery, Instacart costs $10.
Yeah.
For Publix delivery, Instacart costs $5 or $4, something like that. And then I think the last time I did it, I wanted it because I was ordering a sub and I wanted it for lunch. And so I wanted it within an hour. And that was another $3 for priority. And then they had to refund that twice. When I've done priority ordering through them, they've had to refund it because they didn't get it to me within that window.
Oh, and stay on. I wonder if it's because of who the parent company is, the difference in prices.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe Publix has, Shaw's and a whole bunch of other things under them.
I don't know.
Hey, guys, I got to go.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
What is this one for? Your ass?
It's just adjust some of this dash shit. Yeah. So, trying to chiropractor.
Oh, chiropractor. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Well, good luck.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you later, Chris.
All right. Bye, Chris.
I will talk to you all later.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man.
Hang on. Let me close this door.
I wonder about those surcharges and shit. And what's going on with that, because I hear people say I've not ever ordered from any of them. I did hear the other day, Jess, somebody got their food delivery. Apparently this goes on a lot through who delivers like the pizzas and shit,
like
Grubhub.
DoorDash and Grubhub.
Yeah, Grubhub and DoorDash. There's been a rash of sex trade operations going on through these companies.
Really?
Yeah, like a $50 blowjob, because a lot of lonely guys, I guess, order through these services. And I heard a first-hand account of a guy who said, "Oh yeah, woman came and just a regular, not just a 30-year-old woman or something, delivered stuff. She delivered a few times and ordered his Chinese food. Would order it once a week, and she was always delivering it. I don't know. She was whatever stationed at she'd stay there because you get a lot of orders. And one day she just asked him if he wanted a blowjob, and he said yeah, and $50. Yeah.
Gross.
But I have heard that there's just the sex trade infiltrates everything. everything.
That's insane, though, that just for safety reasons, like there are times that a lot of times if I order something from one of those apps, it'll say that it's a woman delivering, but it's a man who rings my doorbell.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't know if sometimes the man gets out of the passenger side and I'm assuming it's the woman driving the car, but I don't know if it's just that he's helping and making sure she stays safe, or if he actually did that on purpose so that, I don't know, people feel safer letting him come to their house or something.
Yeah. So I think on a lot of those, you have to give your photo and your photo ID, your license back and front and blah, blah, blah. But lots of times people lease their accounts out to people.
Really?
Yes. Or they get more work because they've got 3 or 4 different accounts. They've got a Grubhub, they've got a DoorDash, they've got a this, they've got a that. And they'll just get all these orders and say, okay, you bring it here, you bring it here, you bring it there, you bring it there.
No shit.
Now, I think they have to use, and they all have to have their accounts on different phones and shit. I don't know. I just know there's a scam way to do it.
Yeah.
But I think more likely is your first thought that it's probably somebody's partner, husband, boyfriend, whatever, making sure they're safe.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how it goes.
Now, there was one time I got a delivery and the guy's picture was a picture of Jesus. And so I had to screenshot it and post it. And I said, look who's bringing me dinner.
Jesus. The other things going on with those is a lot of, and this is very anecdotal, but a lot of undocumented visitors to the country are working on those platforms because there's no real way to, you're not going in somewhere and handing somebody your birth certificate and blah, 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 blah.
No, but to get paid, don't you have to give them your social security number?
Well, I would be the entrepreneur with accounts, several accounts, and say, okay, whoever, you're going to go deliver this, you're going to deliver this, you're going to deliver that. And I don't really know all the particulars on how they do this, but
so you could have your account open on several phones at once?
Well, you can transfer it over to somebody. So you could have
because
3
because when
accounts.
they're delivering, it'll say,
right,
Jesus is approaching your house with your food.
Right. So they'll have a phone, they'll have the account open on their phone. It's tracking their GPS.
Yeah.
So as long as you're signed into the account. So I may have, let's say, if I were a gig worker like that, I may have 4 accounts. One in my kid's name, one in my wife's name, one in my blah, 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 with their, all their licenses and stuff and a copy of it. And hey, verify it's you. And you just fucking hold up the picture and yada, yada, yada. But that being said, some of that allows people who are undocumented to work. But another reason for that is it takes so fucking long to get a worker permit in this country.
Yeah.
That these people want to work. But if it takes them 6-10 months to get one,
what are they
supposed
to do?
Figure out a way to stay here. Hey, you let us into the country, and these might be legal, workers, people. You let us into the country from our fucking hellhole in Somalia, but now what do? We can't work.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to sit here with our thumbs up our asses and eat fucking dirt,
right?
So they got to do something because a lot of these, the Christian church does this a lot. Or some of the church Christian groups do this a lot. They give you housing for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
They take care of you for 3 months. And then after 3 months, you're supposed to be ready to go. Well, have you ever thought that 3 months isn't enough time to get established?
Right.
Suddenly you have to pay your own rent and your own this and your own that. I'm not advocating, giving more, but there's got to be a better way. Like, let them work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let them fucking work. You get to the country. If you're here legally, work.
Yeah.
Here's your. So in Maine and some other states, I've seen this. They now have this intern program or what's it called when you here I am with my can't remember shit. Apprenticeships, unpaid apprenticeships, where you can learn how to do a career while not getting paid while you wait to get your worker permit.
Right.
and there's no guarantee you get a job at the end of it. So these companies will have 6 or 8 months of free labor.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, even though you learned how to do it, no job for you.
Is that still legal? Because there have been like lawsuits against radio stations, for example, for having interns that they don't pay do all of this work.
Yeah. Well, so maybe these apprenticeship programs, maybe it's you can hire them in for sub minimum wage, like, so in the state of Maine, farm workers are like wait staff, and where they're paid $10 under, $15 under, whatever the minimum wage is. If the minimum wage is $20, I think the minimum wage here is $16 or close to 16. I think $8, $6 to $8 might be the hourly wage for wait staff, that kind of thing. And I think for farm work, it's about the same. So you get fucked. I mean, you just get fucked, and it's really a way to bring down. Oh, let me say it for Chris: more Wally's liberal bullshit. But it's a way to keep the cost down of produce and shit. How do you keep the cost of produce down? You fucking don't pay people.
Minimum wage for tipped employees in Maine is $14.15.
No, it is not.
That's what the Labor Department says.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Well, that might have just changed.
50% of the applicable minimum wage. Hold on, what's this category? Basic combined cash and tip minimum wage rate is $14.15. Maximum tip credit against minimum wage in Maine is 50% or $7. Minimum cash wage is $7.08. There you go,
$7. Yeah, that's what it is. So half of
minimum. Let's scroll down to Tennessee, where the minimum cash wage is $2.13.
Isn't that fucking unbelievable? And you know why?
Because I live in Tennessee and I know how we are.
So, but here's why the state has to do that. I know people get, this is not a liberal or a conservative thing or a Republican, but this is why you have to do it, because fucking companies steal employees' tips.
Yeah. The fact that restaurants the fact that restaurants in 2024 are allowed to charge back against their wait staff if a person runs out on their bill
is fucked.
Is absurd.
It is fucked.
I don't know how that's legal.
It shouldn't be legal. But that's exactly what radio used to do to salespeople. If somebody didn't pay their bill.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. They would. What would normally happen is, and this was Norma's practice, is you had to pay back the commission from that. If you were working just as commission and someone bought a $1,000 buy and you were getting 15% and you got paid in your paycheck, and they ended up fucking not paying and they couldn't collect it, you had to pay it back. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
shouldn't be legal. Right. I don't know how that's legal.
Well, the ultra liberal state of California, in the state of California, gig workers and wait staff get minimum wage in the state of California.
You know what? I think we talked about that, because when I was out there in October, whenever I ordered from Grubhub or one of the delivery services, it said something like, do you want to add a tip even though they're already getting this amount of money, because they're getting minimum wage? So it's not necessarily to tip them, although I would, just because they're bringing it to me. So
California has a law that requires gig companies like Grubhub or Instacart or any delivery service like that to make sure to make up the difference to meet minimum wage, and they also have to pay mileage and make up mileage pay.
Yeah.
So California has some pretty strict laws. Now, a lot of people would say, "Oh, that's bullshit." The fucking people have to do these jobs. That's the jobs that are available.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a fucking lot of those jobs out there.
Mm-hmm.
And these companies take advantage of those people. So you have to have state law. I mean, come on. If the minimum wage is $7 and your employer is going to make you pool your tips, and they're going to keep half. So, hey, out of your fucking $10 tip, you might get $4.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. Fuck you. Because the other thing they do is you have to tip out the people who make minimum wage, the cooks who make minimum wage or more, the bus people, the dishwashers, the table, the bus people pick up the stuff, the BART. You have to give all those people a little piece of your shit.
Yeah.
They didn't fucking deliver to any table. Oh yeah, but they made the food, so we got to get. Yeah, but that fucking guy makes $23 an hour. I make $7.
Right.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on this
That's fine.
tangent, but that's real life.
Yeah.
I think people don't fucking realize it's real life. That's the way shit goes. But I hope that I have to not drink coffee before we do this anymore.
Yeah. Well,
my mind is running a mile a minute, and I know you have a lot of shit going on, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Crap you do you really have a lot of bill people you got to chat with? And
well, I have to chat with. My mother has called me 7 times today. 7 times.
She didn't call you 7 times in 12 years.
No. I have to call because her cable, I don't know if it's been shut off, but she owes them money. And I don't know if they'll talk to me because they don't have the power of attorney documentation that says they can, and I'm not on the account. And then I just got access to their bank account and discovered that they never canceled their dish or internet at the house that they haven't lived at in 2 months. And so they're being charged a couple $100 a month for those. And I have to figure out if I will be allowed to cancel that on their behalf. And I don't have account numbers for any of it. So
are you able to, do you have control of their bank account?
I literally just got access to it today.
So why don't you, I'm just wondering if this is a possibility. Why don't you close the account, put all the money in a new account, so all those fuckers who are trying to take money out of that old account can't anymore because the account won't exist?
Because I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Oh, because that would be the easiest fucking thing to do.
Well, except that their Social Security goes into this account, like things that I don't yet know how to track down, how to get to it,
right?
To make changes to it. So it would cause me more headaches than just trying to call these companies and get stuff settled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taken me a month to get their mortgage caught up.
This is why auto pay and those things suck. Well, this is learning right now why this sucks.
Well, I mean, auto pay would have been helpful with the mortgage, and they did have auto pay set up on the mortgage, but it was taken out of an account that my mother did not continue to add money to. So it didn't get, the first one bounced in January, and then they just canceled. So the mortgage company cut off the auto pay and was waiting to hear from somebody.
It doesn't, it doesn't occur to these people. See, so I'm having a little bit of back and forth with FEMA right now for the disaster stuff. And I spoke with somebody today for like 25, 35 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I got more accomplished in that time than 2 months worth of emails back and forth and going to their website and filling out. They've all been wonderful people. Mm-hmm. They've all been the people I've spoken to. And most of the time it's 3 minutes, 4 minutes at a time. This time I had a real conversation with somebody. But most all the correspondence is through email or pre-done forms and blah, 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 blah. And today I was able to have a conversation. It got fucking a lot accomplished. And all of the people I've spoken to through FEMA, just if anybody has ever had to deal with FEMA, I hope your experience was like mine. They're fucking great people. Mm. I mean, they actually want to help you.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out ways to fucking help you.
Yeah. This guy that I talked to at the mortgage company today was like that. The one that I talked to, the woman I talked to a month ago, I mean, she just kept saying, I can't, I'm not allowed to talk to you about that. And, you know, I said, okay, how can I get this power of attorney documentation to you? And she gave me an email address. And I said, is there another number that I can call to reach a person directly rather than going through this automation loop from hell? And she said, try this number. And I said, that's the number I called. And she said, then no, there's not. Yeah. Today, I was prepared with all of the information and I was able to get to somebody much quicker. And he was so helpful, even as he was saying, I can't tell you any dollar amounts because your name isn't on here. And I explained with the power of attorney. And this man took the time to search for the email that I had sent a month ago and say, okay, this, for some reason, this wasn't handled yet, but I'm going to expedite this. Can you also forward it to this other email address so that we'll have 2 teams working on it? Like, he got shit done.
Yeah. Well, and the important thing, so that guy, because most of the people fucking are short with you because they're paid by how many calls they take and how long. And lots of these call-in places like that, like what you're dealing with, they have a maximum. They don't want you they don't want the help desk person to be on the phone with you more than 7 minutes or 9 minutes or whatever it is. And then once they're on with you too long, they start taking money away, or they start not being able to get whatever bonus it is. If you have 8 people in an hour, you're going to get a $4 bonus. And these aren't huge bonuses.
Yeah.
It's not like, because when I was working one of the marketing gigs I had while I had my own, I also, part of my desire to learn the marketing that I was doing, I worked at a place as a buyer that also had a call center in it. And I saw all the shit. And I'm telling you what, the bonuses, you sell a $90 package, you get a $2 bump.
Yeah.
They're not making huge money.
Yeah.
They're getting these little tiny bumps. And you got to know then that they're making fucking dirt to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So they're fighting to get this. So they want to get rid of you because they want to get that $2.
Yep.
They want to, because if they can get 8 of you in an hour, okay, now it's $16. And if they can do that over the course of 10 hours, it's $160. It becomes fucking just an asinine way to treat people and to give customer service.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to answer your call, but we're going to limit the amount of fucking expertise we're going to give you and how long we're going to help you for.
And we're only going to answer your call after you jump through 10 minutes of fucking automated hoops.
And MIDI sound music.
Mm-hmm.
Those fucking, when I didn't even, it's MIDI music, right?
Yeah.
You're listening.
There was, I can't think of who I called, but it gave me the option. Did I want to hear, what kind of music did I want to hear on hold? Is it, do you want to hear country music or pop music or whatever?
Ooh.
And so I hit whatever the number was for country music. It was damn instrumental MIDI music with a like a banjo in it. Like, it was not any music because they didn't want to pay licensing fees for it.
Flats and Scrugg, but in a MIDI.
And then I was mad because I was like, I don't want to hear this shit.
That's fantastic. How good is that, though?
I wish I could remember who that was.
It's like old elevator music. I don't know what has happened with music licensing in department stores and grocery stores, but it is so fucking good.
Yeah.
It is so good. I don't know what happened. It used to be, the Beatles done by the James McDonald Trio.
Yeah, it'd just be instrumental. Yeah.
Yeah. Some instrumental or some fucking,
Now it's the real thing. The other day I'm walking through a Kroger and Belle Biv DeVoe was on and I'm jamming through and there's a woman, an employee there and she's like in the dairy section and she's kind of dancing. And I go, I'm old when they're playing my jam at the Kroger. And she goes, girl.
That's the same here. I was in line. I was at I don't know where the fuck I was. I think it was Hannaford or something, but it was I think it was the OJs. I was like, shut the fuck up. The OJs? And you do know you've hit it because they're playing oldies.
Yeah.
That shit is old. Even when they're playing Belle Biv DeVoe, what's that? The
90s.
Early 90s.
Early 90s. It was when I was in college. Yeah.
Fucking that is Belle Biv DeVoe. You're like, holy shit. I think the funniest shit about that is maybe where you are, maybe not, but when I'm grooving to something like a Belle Biv DeVoe or I don't know, another Joy and Pain, whatever. I just can't. The artist has just left me for a second, but DJ Easy Rock or something like that. And when a person of color, when a black person sees me like digging the song, they're like looking at me like, huh? Because it's an oldie, right? And I'm an old white guy.
Yeah.
And then and you don't have a conversation. You go, man, when this stuff was new, I was playing it on the radio.
Yeah.
That's why because it's a memory, but it's just fucking good music.
Yeah.
Just when I hear joy and pain and sunshine, and I'm fucking, that is a fucking jam right there.
Yeah.
That is fucking music. Or where was I? I heard CC Peniston.
Wow.
Finally.
Who's
What a
playing
great
that
song.
still?
I can't remember what store I was in. It might have been Kohl's or something, but they're playing CC Peniston. I'm going, shut the fuck up.
Or as Diane Chase used to say, CC Peniston.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello. But who plays CC? Who would even know CC Peniston if you weren't working in radio?
Nobody.
But what it's a fantastic piece of song.
Yeah, it's
a fantastic piece of music. It's lively and good. And it's just fucking, why shouldn't go anywhere beyond that? I don't know. She might've had one other hit, but what a great fucking piece of music.
For sure.
I love going to stores now and hearing that shit.
Me too.
It does make me feel young. I must admit it does. It makes me feel like, all right, I don't feel so fucking ancient when I get in there and I don't fucking know any of the music you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've realized that there are very few 14-year-olds doing grocery shopping and spending $400. That might be the case because my grandson of 16, he does not go into the store to spend fucking any money on groceries, nor does my 10-year-old granddaughter. So why the fuck are you playing music for them?
Right.
Because they ain't dropping a dime on shit.
Mm-hmm.
So play it for me, baby, because I'm
That's
spending the
right.
cash.
That's right.
All right. I think we
All right.
better cut out. I got to go feed a horse.
All right. I got to go call some people about some
I
stuff.
mean, I really got to go feed a horse.
Okay.
He's waiting. It's raining. Fucking, you cannot believe how much rain we're getting, Jess. And we are scheduled for a week and a half of rain with a couple of breaks.
Well, make sure your sensor's working in the basement.
The sensor's working. That's what I'm fighting with. I'm not fighting with them. That's what I'm having. That's what I'm conversating with
FEMA.
With FEMA about them. We're conversating
Shut up.
about the what did you say? Whiten up?
I said, shut up.
Oh, that's what
Whiten
I'm talking
up?
with them about. I thought you said whiten up.
Why would I ever need to say that to you?
Yeah, you got a point there. Okay. All right. Listen, I gotta go make sure the sundial's working.
All right. Bye.
Cybersecurity is no longer a nice to have. In today's environment of heightened cyber attacks, protection is critical for organizations of all sizes. CrowdStrike protects everyone from small businesses to large enterprises, including over half the Fortune 500. Our winning platform is validated, tested, and certified. When it comes to cybersecurity, why choose anyone but the leader? CrowdStrike. We stop breaches. Learn more at crowdstrike.com.